He's not answering, like you literally can't get in touch with him. So my mom just drives up to New York and he's not answering the phone. He's trying to act like he's not here because he's hoping that I'll just give up. My stepdad breaks into the back window. So why does he go? He's gonna call the cops on my mom. He's gonna call the cops on his sister. Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to be showing you guys a video that everyone always wants to see, and that is my curly hair routine. So I'm going to be showing you guys my 2020 curly hair routine. Now, this is not just another curly hair routine video that's repeating the same thing. I know a lot of people do that because curly hair routine ranks really good on the YouTube search, but this curly hair routine is actually a little different than what I normally do, okay? So I'm excited to share this with you guys. I'm gonna go rinse out this deep conditioner that I have in right now. I will link below what shampoo and deep conditioner I used, and then I will be right back. Okay y'all, so I'm back. I just rinsed the deep conditioner out, and y'all, have I got a story to tell y'all. Okay, so by the way, warning, this video is going to be a very chit chat type video. A lot of y'all love the chit chat videos, so I don't even know why I'm like making a warning, but I just wanted to let y'all know this is definitely gonna be a chit chat. So first off, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? How have y'all been? Let me tell y'all what's going on. So first, I'm gonna put my leave-in in, and so this is something new that I do in my curly hair routine. Now I use a brush, just like a wet brush. I will show you guys how and why and all that good stuff. But I'm gonna go in with the Mono's Hair Sally Beauty collection, and I'm gonna be using the curl styling potion. So this is a leave-in that is really good. If you guys saw my last video, which was my top products of 2019, this was not in it because I hadn't used it enough to be able to say like, yeah, this is one of my favorites. But now y'all, oh yeah, this is definitely one of my favorites, especially for this style that I'm about to do right now. So my objective is to get my fro back, you know what I'm saying? Get my fro, cause y'all know my hair is long, so it's kind of hard to still wear the fro, but I figured out how to keep the fro even with my hair being longer. So that is what I will be showing you guys, and I'm super excited. Oh, my Postmates is coming. Y'all, I've been so busy today. I literally don't have time to go down there and make some food because I am doing this workout routine, and it comes with the meal plan. I'm trying to get cut up, you know what I'm saying? Trying to get my body cut up, and so far it's looking real good, y'all. But it requires me to eat a certain diet, and I just didn't have time to make that food. This weekend I'm definitely gonna meal prep, so I don't have to worry about this. But yeah, I definitely have to didn't have time to go down there and cook because I have so much stuff to do, and I just gotta get it done, you know what I'm saying? So that's I ordered Postmates, got some food coming, and so now I'm just brushing this leave-in through my hair just to get it all through my hair. But also for my hair, the ends get really curly when I just comb the ends, but the roots, when I comb them, are puffy, which is gonna help with me getting the fro. So that's why I really love using this wet brush. So yeah, I'm just gonna do that to this section too. But yeah, so let me tell you guys what's going on, because I got some drama in my life right now. So my grandma passed away 2 days ago. It's unfortunate, and thank you for everyone who has been, you know, like on Instagram, you know, saying, hey, my condolences, and you know, praying for you and your family. Hope y'all get through this easily. Now, this situation hasn't really been super hard on me or my sister or my brother or a lot of my family, to be honest, because we lost our grandma a long time ago. When my grandpa died, Papi Eddie, which Papi Eddie, rest in peace, I will love you forever and ever and ever and ever. Papi Eddie was so, that was the toughest situation I ever had to go through in my life, was losing my grandpa. But once Papi Eddie passed away, you know, my grandma just kind of turned into, I don't really even know how to explain it. It was to the point where you would be like, okay, who are you and where is my grandma? It was just really strange. And so she fell out with literally everyone in our family. And So that's why I say that, you know, we lost her a long time ago, you know, but we just lost her on Earth 2 days ago. Now, here's the thing. My mom is one of 4. So she's one of 4 kids. And 2 of them have passed away already, unfortunately. And so that just leaves 2 more, my mom and my uncle. And my uncle, specifically, I never knew him. Like, I've never met him in my life. He was a very bad, you know, kid growing up, from the stories I hear and stuff like that. And so he left he left our family at a really young age. He pretty much left, disappeared off the face of the earth, pretty much. You know, so that happened at a really young age for him. And so, you know, it happened before I was born, you know, so I've never met him. I don't even know what he looks like. He disappeared off the face of the earth. Now, once my grandpa died, he came back. He came back to my grandma's house, and he's pretty much been leeching off of her ever since, you know, like living with her and acting like, oh, I love you so much, even though he's been gone literally for years. And like, you know, so that's just that. He's been pretty much leeching off of her ever since Papi Yeti died. Well, now she just passed away, and he literally didn't say anything. He didn't tell nobody. He didn't say anything to the family. And luckily, another family member told us, you know, and that's how we found out. And so, you know, my mom's calling him, trying to get in touch with him. He's not answering the phone because he was trying to be selfish and keep all the stuff to himself. So my mom's calling him. He's not answering. Like, you literally can't get in touch with him. So my mom just drives up to New York. Finally, she gets in touch with him, and he's like, oh, this is your number? Oh, I'll lock it in. And he's acting like it's all cool. He's acting like everything's cool, everything's good. Then she gets to New York, and she gets to the house. You know, the house, this is the house that you know, all of them grew up in. My mom, both of my aunts and my uncle, they all grew up in this house. They've had this house for years and years and years and years and years. And you know, my mom gets up to the house, pulls up to the house, and he's not answering the phone. She's getting in touch with him over and over and over again, and he's not doing nothing. And my mom kind of felt like, I know what he's doing. He's trying to act like he's not here because he's hoping that I'll just give up. You know, and my mom's like, no, I'm sorry, no. This is mommy and daddy's house, and we need to do what we have to do, you know? And so my stepdad breaks into the back window so that they can get in the house. Sorry guys, I'm gonna take the Eco Style Gel now, and I'm just gonna work it into my hair with the back section. I'll show you what I'm doing. My stepdad breaks into the house, you know, so that they can get in there, because my mom's like, listen, I know you're being selfish and all, but I don't care. I don't want none of mommy's stuff. The only things I want out of this house is the photo albums, you know, because my grandma had tons and tons and tons of pictures of the family and of me and of my sister and my brother, and baby pictures and just memories. You know, all that stuff was stored at their house, you know, and now that she's gone, my mom's like, listen, you take the jewelry, you take the whatever you want. I just want access to these photo albums. And so they broke in the house. So why does he go? He's gonna call the cops on my mom. He's gonna call the cops on his sister, talking about, this lady broke into my mom's house. And so the cop gets there, and he's like, what's happening? And my mom's like, this is my mom's house, and he was not, you know, here. He was not answering the phone. He was not, you know, paying attention and paying me any mind. And I need to be able to get into the house because my mom just passed away, and I need to get some of my belongings out of there. And so the cop's like, okay, can I see your birth certificate? So my mom gives him the birth certificate, and he's like, okay, well, and he's telling my uncle, he's like, well, she has rights to this house just as much as you do. This is both of your parents. There's nothing I can do in this situation. And the cop leaves. And then my uncle wanted to talk to my mom, talking about, why are you gonna do that? Why are you gonna do all of that? Blah, 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 blah. Just nonsense, y'all. Like, absolute nonsense. So I worked the gel in, and now I'm just brushing it through. I focused it all on my ends, though. I didn't really put much gel here. I just focused it all on my ends. That's because I want my roots to be puffy. So that way I can get the fro. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, back to the story. My mom goes to try to set up the funeral and stuff and all that stuff. And mind you, my uncle, you know, he spent all his life in the streets and stuff like that. So he don't know what he's doing. He doesn't know a single thing about how to handle death. So my mom goes to try to set up the funeral, but my mom and my grandma fell out a couple of years ago. Remember I said we lost my grandma years ago, you know? So, you know, my mom's trying to go and set up the funeral, and they're like, sorry, he has to sign off, you know, on this. And so my mom's calling him, trying to get him to come and sign off on the funeral. He don't want to do it. He's not cooperating. He's not trying to come to do the thing. And he's like, oh, this is just too much, blah, 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 blah. And my mom's like, okay, we have to get a funeral put together. You talking about this is too much for you. This is not about you. This is about mom, you know? And like literally it's just been such a hot mess. And so that's why like I posted on Instagram asking people to just send prayers for peace for my family, because you know my grandma passing away, although it's unfortunate, it didn't really take a huge toll on us. The thing that is killing us right now is just all this drama that's coming because of my uncle, you know, who, like I said before, I don't even know. I've never met this man, you know, because he was never in any of our lives for our entire lives. You know, my brother is 26 and we've never, you know, and now all of a sudden, you know, my grandpa dies and Pop Yeti held it down. Pop Yeti held the family down, the family together. He was the glue. I mean, miss him so much. After he passed away, yo, everything just kind of spiraled out of control. You know what I'm saying? And so that's weird. Okay, anyways, let me get back to this. So what I'm doing is I'm taking my hair, and like I said, I didn't put any of the styler up here at the top of my hair. I only put it at the ends because I want this to be puffy. I want this to be able to puff up so that it makes my hair like a fro, you know? But what you see at the end of the fro is your ends, you know? When you see the fro, you see the ends. And so you want the ends to be nice and defined. So what you do is you just take it and you just coil from the ends. So you just take a piece of hair, and you start right here. And you just do that all over. You know, normally if I was doing a regular wash and go with the finger coils, I would go all the way up to my root as close as I can get. But with this style, we want our roots to be frizzy and puffy, because you're not going to see them, but they will have an effect on the way your hair lays. So that's just what I'm doing, and I'm just going to do that all over my head until I get to the front. When I get to the middle, the crown, I'm going to go all the way, do just like a regular finger coil, because when your hair falls like this and like all around, you see all of the hair in this area, and so you don't want that to be puffy. That's what I did the first couple times, and it looked a hot mess. So you don't want the hair to be puffy in this area. So you want to do regular finger coils or regular style, whatever you normally do to style your hair. Do that in the middle, and then in the front, I'm going to show you how you can just use the brush, which I could have probably did it on the back too. Let's see. Because I did it on the front the other day and it looks pretty good. If I just brush this all the way through, just let it hang like this, and then I go do my water trick. So I was gonna do the water trick regardless, but so after the curls are all, you know, like this, you see how the roots are puffy? That's what we want. I didn't put any product on here, so it's puffy. The ends though are nice and defined. That's what we want. Now I'm gonna go do the water trick, where I go and I run my hand under the water on the sink, and then immediately just scrunch that water into my hair. Scrunch that water into my hair. And it looks crazy right now. It looks like I have a texturizer or a perm, and I got new growth. But that's how you want it to look while it's wet, because once it dries, it's gonna dry like a fro. Hey guys, like I said in my last video, this is what I do, because I understand that my audience is growing and not everybody who watches my videos has the same hair as me. So this is what I do. So I'm gonna go do the water thing and I'll be right back. So I just did the water thing, and what it does is it just really defines those curls. Now as you can see, the top is still like not as defined, you know, as the bottom. That's what we want. That's what we want, because it's going to dry poofy and frizzy, and so then we're going to have a nice fro, but on the ends you'll see the curls. So with this hair, if I'm going to let my hair fall like this, then this hair, all of this in this middle section needs to be super defined. So I'm going to take a little layer and put this, move this up. And I'm going to put this up here, and I'm going to make sure that I finger coil this little bit of hair, make it super defined. So I'm just going to wrap this around here just so I don't forget. Now the rest of this I can do the same technique, just use the brush. And also with this technique I have to use way less product, so you can like save some money, because you don't got to be buying the products over and over again. Yes, I just put it on the ends, so leave the roots frizzy, the ends nice and full. You can kind of brush up to the roots if you really want to get a little bit of product up there, but you just don't want a lot. So see that? How we got these curls. I'm gonna go do the water dunk trick, and look, those same curls are now super defined. Same curls. I just put my hand under the sink, put my hand under the sink, put my hand under the sink, and that's how it's done. But yeah, y'all, so like I said, that's the family drama. Otherwise, everything else has been great. Super excited for my goals for this year, and just constantly improving, constantly. I mean, I'm constantly, every single day looking at like, okay, what happened yesterday? What can I do better today? And it's just great to be in that mindset, you know? So now the back is done, but if you can see, we're a little puffy right here. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna take that little section of hair that we put to the side, and we're gonna make this super defined. So that way, when it lays over it like this, all of our hair looks super defined, but see, it's puffed up. And so it's gonna make it look like we have an afro, you know, instead of hair just hanging down, because it's so puffed up. I'm gonna take a little section of it, and I'm gonna do it like normal, like how I always used to do. Take it, put tons of gel on it, get all the way up to close to the root. Don't put the gel on your scalp, and then make these finger coils super nice and defined all the way to the root, so that when people are looking at the back of your head, it doesn't look like a big nasty puff, you know, but it looks like you got nice curls. You got a nice curly fro, you know. I'm gonna take the rest of this. I'm gonna be trying to upload on this channel 3 times a week. It's already a challenge now with all the things I have going on, and I feel like when the semester starts, it's gonna be even more crazy. So I don't know if I'm gonna be able to keep up with it, but I know that I'm posting at least once a week. At least. Like, that's my standard, the bare minimum. I just gotta figure out, I've been figuring out a good system and a good ebb and flow for my day. I just have to figure out a good system when I'm adding school stuff into the picture. So yeah, so the first week of school might be a little rough. We're adding school into the equation of everything else I already have going on. So yeah, let me go through the water trick, and then I'll show you guys how this turns into a really nice defined fro. So I'm just gonna take this down, and then for the front, you wanna start with the front, because you're gonna be working your way down. So, and just like in the front, I find you kind of want to have it defined really nicely. So that's what we're gonna do. Just not the whole front, just this, like the front section. Otherwise it looks kind of weird. I don't really know how to explain it, but it just does. So I'm gonna take the gel once again, just like I did in the middle, do that super defined look. And now for the front, if I do the water thing, it's gonna hang a little like this before it can dry. So I'm just gonna do it at the end. So now we're gonna move on to the rest of the hair. And so what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna do it like this, because it's faster. Because y'all, nowadays, we trying to get it done, you know what I'm saying? We ain't trying to be doing our hair for 3 hours, you feel me? I got stuff to do. But, oh, and I also forgot one more thing. When you're doing this too, you want the top that lays like this way to be super defined as well. So I'm gonna take a little section here. That's gonna hang right here and make it look super defined. I'm gonna take that, just throw it back really quick. I'm gonna take a little, I know I missed some right here, so I'm just gonna take a little back like that. Now this is the section that we're just gonna hurry up in style, and then we're gonna take our time with that little bit of piece that's gonna lay on top so that it looks really good. Put it on the ends, brush it through. And that's that. Then we're gonna, you know, do the water thing and make it, you know, get that curl up. Once again, taking this middle section, gonna put gel on the ends, comb it through or brush it through. Oh, also y'all, I'm going on a cruise in July, and my brother is going, and I'm so excited. He lives in Germany, he's in the Air Force, so we don't really get to see him that much. So we're about to be on a whole cruise with him. And my brother is lit, if you didn't know. So I'm really excited for that. We're about to have a blast. And I'm 21 now, come on. Come on. We are about to be lit up on that cruise ship. We might get kicked off. They might throw us off the cruise ship, for real. I'm just gonna put this little section up real quick. Then we're gonna come back to it. I'm gonna come over here, take the gel, and y'all see how fast this is? I love it. Cause y'all know, I be busy, and I don't like to use the word busy, but I be productive. I be doing stuff. And so the less time I have to spend on my hair, when it can still look good and be healthy, all bad. So now what I'm gonna do is take this section, this little section that's gonna fall on top. Cause see, our roots are gonna be puffy right here. That's what we want. We want it to be big so it looks like a fro. So what we're gonna do is make this look super defined so when it falls down, it doesn't look puffy. Alright, so now I'm gonna do the water thing on all of this up front. I'm literally just gonna bend my head over, put my hands under the sink, and go like this. If you guys haven't seen my how I got my hair to hang video, I show you guys the water technique in that video. It's bomb, it gets your hair super defined, it's great. So see how big of a difference it made? And guys, this camera has been rolling for 24 minutes. Normally with the finger coils, it would take me like 45 minutes. And now like I'm done, you know? But I do need to go somewhere. So what I'm just gonna do is I'm just gonna flip it back. But normally I would diffuse it. I'm gonna be making a video on how I diffuse. I already have a video on how I diffuse. But I'm just gonna make an updated one. But for in the meantime, check out that old video on how I diffuse. It's literally just, you know, putting your hair in a way and drying it the way that you want it. So for example, let's pretend my hand was a diffuser. I will put my head down like this, and I want this hair to dry here, okay? So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put my head down, and I'm gonna take the diffuser, and I'm gonna do this, and I'm just gonna hold it here. And you wanna hold it up you wanna hold it up too high, so that when it comes back down, you know, gravity's gonna pull it back down, but it'll come down a little bit, you know? So I would just, you know, do that. For this hair, I want it to come up. You know, for this hair, I want it to be like this. So what am I gonna do? I'm gonna hold my head to the side, and I'm gonna put the diffuser like this, and I'm just gonna hold it there. So that's how I diffuse. Like I said, I do have somewhere to be right now. So I am just going to flip my hair back until maybe I'll diffuse a little bit. Because this looks kind of crazy. And I used to be able to do this and it looked fine with the other style, but because we need our roots to be puffy so we can get that fro. If you don't wear the fro, it looks weird. So I'll probably diffuse for a little bit, and then once I get back, I'll finish drying my hair with the diffuser and show you guys the finished result. And so this is how my hair turns out after it's dried. So what I did was I diffused it a little bit because I had somewhere to go, and then I let it air dry, and then I put a bonnet on last night, so it kind of helped it smush up a little bit to be more of a fro. And I just did this a little bit to kind of get it the shape I want. And this is how it turns out. The results look really, really good, and I love that I can still wear a fro without cutting my hair. But that's all for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope it helped you out. Thank you so much for watching. As I always say, there are so many videos to watch on YouTube, and the fact that you are here watching mine, spending this time with me, means the world to me. So I appreciate you for that. And I will see you in my next video.